Hello classic rock fans, and welcome to another unboxing video. Today I will be unboxing the Asia in Asia box set, which was released last year. Asia in Asia was a MTV concert special that aired in 1983. It was the first concert ever to be broadcast live on MTV. So a very interesting point in MTV's history, and also a very interesting point in the band's history. Asia had recently fired their original lead singer John Wetton, and in his place was Carl Palmer's old bandmate Greg Lake. Now this was very much a temporary arrangement. Greg Lake had no intention or even desire to stay with the band long term. He was effectively pinch hitting while the band would look for a replacement for John Wetton, who I believe ended up being John Wetton, as they hired him back in the mid-'80s. So, yeah, an interesting point in MTV's history, an interesting point in Asia's history. I would say this makes for a good project to get remastered and released in a big, nice box set. So, that was released last year. And before I open it, I need to give a shout out to a fellow podcaster, the Ugly American Werewolf in London rock podcast. They also did an unboxing video of this project, and it was after seeing their video that I ultimately decided to purchase this collection for myself, because I didn't initially buy it when it came out last year. I considered it, but I believe the price point was just a little too high for what I wanted to do. And upon seeing their video and seeing all the good stuff that comes with this record, and also noticing a price drop, I decided to finally make the purchase and get one for myself. So big props to the Ugly American Werewolf in London rock podcast. You can check out their unboxing video in the description below. Also, if you're a fan of the band Asia, you should definitely check out their podcast, because they've interviewed members of the band. Lots of good content on their channel, so definitely check them out. Link is in the description below. Alright, without further ado, let's get this open. I've got my Rambo knife standing by if needed. Alright, how do we open this freaking thing? This open here. Oh, another box. Here we go. Oh, is that tape? Yeah, I'm going to need Rambo knife after all. But first, got our first little Asia logo right there. So I know they shipped me the right thing. Alright, I need this to open packages. That's the only reason I have this. Okay. There we go. Okay. More cardboard. Okay, wait a minute. The big reveal. The big reveal! Woo! Hey, upside down, of course. The big reveal. Woo! There it is. Asia in Asia. Take a look. How's that looking? Pretty sizable. Got all the details of what's going on the back here. Yeah, that looks great. Terrific hype sticker right here. Oh, I don't want to lose that, but I am going to have to cut through this plastic to be able to show you what else we got in here. So let's do that step. Here we go. So first of all, there we go, got that. Here's the actual back side of the record, of the box set, I should say. Some nice pictures of the band. Yeah, got this sheet with everything that is in the collection. Get this box open here. And there you go. First look. You get the first look. Check out this little thing first here. See that? What do we got in here? Oh, okay, look at this. This is the Asia logo pin. Take a look there. How cool. Okay, then the next thing we have this package. What is this here? Oh, okay. I think this is the. Oh yeah, all the paper extras in here. Yeah, all the fun stuff, all the little memorabilia things. We have some replicated tickets. That's fun. We have a replica backstage pass, all access, Asia from Asia. So this looks like an original advertisement for the VHS release of the concert. Originally $29.95 back at some point in the 80s. That's pretty fun. Okay, and then finally some nice high quality photographs of the band from this show. A nice picture there. A nice black and white shot here. And we have a color shot of the gents there. Okay, and then what else we got here? We have 2 posters. Okay, here's the first one. Whoa! Yeah! Here's the other one. This one's a little more familiar. I forget which record this is from. Alpha? But this is the stuff that really separates Asia from a lot of other bands. The visual aspect. Not a lot of bands got how important it is to be creative with album artwork and to get visually striking images on your, not just your album covers, but your posters, your promotional materials, stuff like that. That's one of the reasons I love Asia. Alright, are we finally at the good stuff? The real reason why we're here? Yes. Here is the double disc set of the records. Live at the Budokan Arena, Tokyo, Japan, 1983. MTV satellite telecast to America, December 6th, 1983. Here are the discs. Are they color discs? Oh, yeah! Oh, whoa, look at this one. This first one is a white color disc. Okay. You know, I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I gotta say something negative here, and I didn't want to. I don't like this. I don't like the white. Because first of all, there's a smudge on this side. They don't ship these perfectly clean. So the little dust particles and smudges on here are unfortunately kind of noticeable. We'll test out the sound quality on this in a moment, but unfortunately I'm not crazy about the white coloring. This one is not colored white. Disc 2 is yellow. Okay. Take a look at that. I like this one better. Yellow works for me, but it seems cleaner because it doesn't call attention to dust and other little particles as bad as white does. So, okay, disc 2, better. And we will play test that in a moment as well. Okay, and here is the booklet for the box set. I think stuff like this is one of the major appeals of buying these big remastered box sets because you get a little backstory of what was going on, plus some, high resolution, beautiful pictures of the band and the band's artwork. Yeah, nice close up there. Okay, maybe maybe a little too close up. These guys weren't exactly Duran, so I don't know if we needed like super zoomed in pictures of Steve Howe and Greg Lake. Is that mean? Sorry. But kidding aside, these are nice photographs, a couple of stills from the actual concert. You can see right there. And again, plenty written about the backstory of the band and the concert event. This is a great picture. Look at this one. Yeah, that's real cool. Oh, okay. And then, like, on this page, you get like a stat sheet, a detail sheet of Jeff Downes and his keyboards. So, if you're interested in what he was playing, it's listed there. Same thing for Steve Howe and his guitars, Greg Lake and his bass. So you get the rundown of the hardware they're using on stage. I bet a lot of people would get a kick out of that. Yeah, Carl Palmer and his drums. I don't know if that's typical for these kind of releases, but if it's not, that's a cool, unique inclusion. Otherwise, more photographs, pictures of the promotional material from that tour, set list. Yeah, just again, these striking visuals. One of the best things about this band. I probably don't need to show you every photograph in here. You can see this stuff if you get a copy for yourself. Just trying to give you an idea of what's included in here. Like, yeah, here's a picture of just some production notes. You know, maybe not the most interesting stuff on paper, but when you're looking through a book like this, yeah, seeing this stuff is pretty cool. Oh, okay. And yeah, here's the original release of this stuff, VHS tape, laser disc. Look at this page. I love this. Because it really shows the difference of how stuff was put out back then versus now. And then we got a page here for Roger Dean, who did the artwork for this stuff, and a quote from Roger. Pretty cool. Acknowledging what a big impact his style has had on the band's history. And here's, again, some nice photos of the full lineup from that show. More photos, a couple of black and white shots. And that brings us to the end of the booklet. Yeah, that's a nice booklet. And then perhaps the least visually stimulating aspect of the project, the discs. What do we got here? This first one. Yeah, this is the Blu-ray, right? Yeah, this is the Blu-ray. Open up the disc there. I will play test this as well, just to get an idea of what this looks like and what we got listed on here. MTV Satellite Telecast to America, the concert with 2022 audio remix, and then MTV Satellite Telecast to America, original Laserdisc concert release. Alternative video to the broadcast. Wow, that's fun. They really did put everything in this box set. Everything they could find, they jammed all together. So yeah, if you saw that original special, and if you're sitting on one of those old tapes or a Laserdisc, I guess you can check it out because they've got it right here. And then finally, the CD versions of the records, you know, to keep in the car or to rip for your iTunes if you still use iTunes. I believe there's a digital download with all of this as well. Well, okay, that's everything. I would definitely say this is an impressive collection. I'm glad I have a copy of it. Before I head out, let's play test these records. Here is disc 1.
This light is over, lost like the tears that used to tie me over.
Sounded fine. No immediate issues from that sampling, but let's take a listen to disc 2.
It was the heat of the moment, tell me what my
sounded fine as well. All right. So, one last thing. I will play a very quick selection from the Blu-ray. So let's take a look at that.
I'm so clear, your insincerity, beyond starry-eyed. You think that I would have known by now?
And that looks great. There's only so much you can do with archival footage like that, but it's clear, and if you were there at the show or if you saw the original broadcast, this should totally be a trip back in time for you. And if you never got a chance to see it, well, here it is, as clear as it's ever going to be. Beautiful presentation, good sound on the records. I'm sure the CDs are fine, and a beautiful video aspect to this project as well. When I bought it, it was just under $60. I can't remember what the original price was when this was released last year, but I am fairly certain it was quite a bit higher than that. I think the price has come down now that this has been out for a little over a year now. So I would say, see if you're okay with the price. Keep in mind that you're getting 2 records, 2 CDs, and a Blu-ray, plus a lot of other extra stuff. Little under $60, that was a pretty good price for me. If that's still a little high for you, I understand. But maybe keep an eye on it, because it might fluctuate, it might come down just a little bit more if they've got unsold copies sitting around the warehouse. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching this video. If you would like to see more classic rock content, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel or finding us on social media. Links to all of that is in the description below. And if you're a real fan of classic rock, I don't know if you know this, but I host a podcast about classic rock, and I would recommend you check that out as well. We have had a lot of fantastic guests on recently. If you're a fan of Asia or this concert specifically, I would recommend 2 episodes that we did last year. One of which was talking to lead singer John Payne. John Payne sang with Asia starting in 1994, and now he fronts his own lineup of the band, Asia featuring John Payne. No, he is not on this concert. He joined the band much later than that, but we talked about his time with the band and what he's doing with his lineup of Asia right now. But more to the point about this Asia in Asia special, I talked to Ken Ceizler, who used to work at MTV back in the 80s. And he directed the MTV broadcast of this special. He wasn't the director of the whole show, but he was in Tokyo with the band and worked with them and MTV to get this aired in the United States. And he talked to me about his experience specifically with this concert in our interview. I have posted a link to a clip from that conversation as well as the interview in full below. So please check those out. And if you enjoy that, please consider subscribing to that podcast. You can find our podcast as well as the Ugly American Werewolf in London rock podcast on the Pantheon Podcast Network. So please check out Pantheon Podcasts as well. And with that, thank you once again for tuning in, and keep rocking.